Well, today's a pretty busy day. As most of you know, Puzzle Huddle is a home-based business. Like all the pieces of the business, warehousing, shipping, operations, administration, like it all happens somewhere between our basement, living room, kitchen, dining room. Like it happens in our house. So we can't do that forever. And we're making solid plans to move into a warehouse space, but we got a big shipment right before I was able to get keys to the warehouse. So that big shipment had to come to my living room. And then hopefully we'll get the keys to the warehouse that we're going to transition into. Hopefully we'll get that in the next week. And then we can finally make the pivot. We're going to move this whole wonderful thing, this wonderful, awesome blessing of a business. We're going to move the whole thing into a warehouse in about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
So
what we got today, though, right?
Yeah, but what happened today is UPS, the awesome people at UPS brought a new amount of inventory, but since we don't have keys, these boxes had to come to my house. But that's wonderful. I love it. Man, we out here, small business, trying to make an impact on the community, offer products to inspire kids, and it's like we love it. Like, so if we eat dinner tonight on boxes, don't tell my wife. We might eat dinner tonight on these boxes. In 2 weeks, we'll be in a warehouse. We'll spread out, man. We'll get some roller skates and we'll have a good time because we'll be in a different physical space in about 2 weeks.
All right, man. Well, they seem to be piling up by the moment.
Man, this is great, man. This is what I prayed for, so it happened. Like God gave it to me.
All right, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our new space. This is going to be the new Puzzle Huddle headquarters. As many of you know, Puzzle Huddle has been in our house since we launched the company back in 2018. And we've moved between 3 cities. We started Puzzle Huddle in Sacramento. We spent a summer in Philadelphia at my in-law's house. Then we moved to one house in DC and then another house. So Puzzle Huddle has been to 4 different locations, each time in the basement, in the living room, in the dining room, and in our living space. So this is the first time where we have a dedicated warehouse space where we hope will be the inventory, the storage, and the operation of the company. It's finally moving out of our living room, which is it's exciting. It's an exciting transition for us as a family and an exciting transition for us as a company.
So what's the advantage of having this new place, man?
Well, more space is going to be better for us. Since we're a small company and warehousing in our home, we tend to run out of things. It's hard to keep enough inventory. If there's a surprise increase in demand of a specific product, chances are when it was in our home, we were going to run out of the product pretty fast because we never had that many in stock in the first place. But now with more space, we can increase our inventory levels and hopefully just consistently have our best-selling products available throughout the year. The other thing that my family will really appreciate is we've to some degree turned our living space into a warehouse, which is awesome to have a business that is having some success and requires this living space, but it also kind of marginalizes the family experience. The sitting around the living room, the sitting around the dining room, the wholesome family experiences are kind of disrupted mentally and emotionally by the boxes that are everywhere. To have breakfast and dinner, sometimes sitting on a box or with a warehouse box next to you, it's not the same. It's not the kind of energy that we necessarily want in our home. So it's good to free up the family space so we can do like family stuff instead of warehouse stuff.
So man, what are some of the challenges that you're going to have having this warehouse now?
Well, we've been really fortunate, especially with the past year, the 2020 pandemic, that since I never had a business address where I needed to be away from my family, away from my home to conduct Puzzle Huddle, Puzzle Huddle has always been something that I could do equally at noon or I could do it at midnight. All of the things that Puzzle Huddle needed, I could do them really at any hour during the day. So now that we have a business address, operating Puzzle Huddle would to some degree require me to be outside of the home to conduct the business that is Puzzle Huddle, to the degree that it is shipping and warehousing and packing and putting things in boxes. So it is going to be a challenge for me to have another place where I have to be in order to participate in the business, because previously it would be just a matter of taking a few steps downstairs or to our basement or to a separate space in our home in order to, fully engage in the company.
So man, what's the advantage of having your own space, having a business address, and having something that is Puzzle Huddles?
What's going to be really awesome, and this is the biggest thing I'm looking forward to, is increasing Puzzle Huddle's ability to operate without my presence, right? So as Puzzle Huddle was in my home, it required me to be there in the space for the company to activate. Letting people in and out of our home into our basement requires presence. It really also included people in our kitchen, in our living room, in our dining room, in our bathrooms, and all wonderful people, right? Fantastic people they're helping us, but just bringing additional bodies into our home on a frequent basis and really without any alternative plans has been kind of limited. So I'm excited about the ability for Puzzle Huddle to be able to operate without my physical presence and increasing that so I can spend more time with my family and then do different things creatively and just in a different way that I'm not always kind of involved in terms of physical presence in the space doing the thing. Puzzle Huddle can go on by me handing a key to a person and saying, this is our operational scope for the day, and looking forward to their ability to be able to operate that.
So what's in store for Puzzle Huddle next?
Folks, we have partnerships. We got really cool partnerships. We've been kind of corresponding with different organizations and entities behind the scenes, and we've locked in some really exciting products that will be in partnership with different organizations. So we can't wait to launch those and release that information to the public. There's also some other products that we wanted to carry, but we didn't have anywhere to put them. We've always wanted to have canvas prints and some other decorative items, but in our house we didn't have anywhere to store the quantities necessary to make those product offerings possible. So with more space, we can expand and include different kinds of products so that we can have the pillows in the building, we can have the t-shirts in the building, we can have the canvas prints in the building, and any other things that we were looking forward to adding to our company. We'll be able to warehouse those and have them in stock, ready to ship, so that they can get to you more quickly.
What are you going to leave us with, man?
Just thank you for being a blessing to us. Hopefully our company is a blessing to you. Stay connected with us. Follow our accounts. Please comment, like, continue to engage with our content because we love having this exchange and this relationship with you. We really like the embrace that we receive on social media. So continue to stay connected. We really appreciate it.
So, new place is in place. What's the good word?
Yeah, we made it. It took a big team of people, some big trucks, but we got all the boxes out of our house. I could say definitively right now today, there are no boxes in my living room. There's no boxes in my kitchen. There's no boxes in the dining room. There's no boxes in the bedroom. Of course, there's still a couple examples or samples for the kids to play with, but that's just their single box. Like none of the shipping boxes, the containers and the cartons. There's no boxes in my living room, which is fantastic. We can sit on the sofa and view our living space. We can color, we can play with we got slinkies and crayons and markers and all the things kids have, and they don't have to do it on boxes right now. So it's a fantastic win for the business, but also for my family.
Congrats on a new spot, but I have to ask you one other question. What advice do you have for these new entrepreneurs who are taking their baby steps? They're not here, they're not in this edifice that you have, but what are the baby steps for them to get started?
Well, everybody, it's important to run your own race and to be the size business that you're capable of managing and that your business deserves, and that's responding to the marketplace. We started on our kitchen table with just some shoe boxes full of puzzles. So this is 3.5 years later. Of course, we had a mindset that this might grow beyond our living room, beyond our basement, to require this kind of space. But that doesn't happen overnight. And I wanted to hold on to the home operation as long as possible because with a warehouse space also comes a warehouse lease. So there's cost associated with this type of transition, and I wanted to keep our operation as thin as possible and free from additional costs as long as I possibly could, and as long as I emotionally could, maintaining support of my family. So we really pushed the threshold of a home-based business, and we did that intentionally. Yes, in the beginning, it's easy to brainstorm your way to, I need a warehouse, but fiscally, it was very important for us to stay lean, for me to stay lean, so that, you know, if we hit a bad corner or something changed, we wouldn't be sandbagged with costs. So we want to extend our home-based business life as long as possible, but we got to a threshold where we couldn't support the operation in our living room anymore. So that's when we began to explore this operation, and it's exciting. I like having been forced out of my home, and that's kind of what happened, where the business forced itself out of the house, and that's great. We're celebrating that in this new space that we have.
It sounds like a great exodus, man. It's a great story, but the story continues, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's next.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for following us. Thanks for connecting with us. Thanks for your support. We love you guys. We wouldn't be here without our audience, without our customers, without the families that support our products. It's really a community aligned and attached business. So thank you. We hope that we're supporting you, and thank you for supporting us.
All right, man. Have a good one.